Oh yeah, pipe smokers, yep. This is the Paul Gilson YouTube channel, and I am Paul Gilson, aka Paul the Pipe Guy. Yeah. So, I'm smoking a cigarette, but we're going to start this Sabatini on fire. This is a Sabatini Extra. It's got kind of a charcoal, black and charcoal stem on it. This is a big bowl. This thing measures, where's my ruler? This thing measures, it's got to be close to 7 inches long. Yep, 6.5 inches long. The internal bowl is, I think I did these measurements before. The internal bowl is just a bit shy of 1 inch. And I think it was either 1.75 inches deep or 2 inches deep. I can't remember. But anyways, that's not important. So I want to do a smoke together for Monday, Memorial Day. And yes, my hair is up till 3:30 in the morning. I'll tell you why a little later in the video. But yeah, not my hair looks like the little elf off of that Christmas cartoon or whatever. The one that is like, I want to be a dentist when I grow up. Yeah, that's why my hair looks today. So I love the way that Searchlightpiper loads his bowl, man. He just goes like this, cranks it in there, just like that. This thing's so big I can't get it out of a largemouth mason jar. Yeah, just cranks the bowl full, tamps it down with his finger like that, and he's ready to roll. And I started doing that a little bit with some of my bowls. And like I said, we've got some Scotty's Butternut Burley that is 3.5 years old. Yeah. I get a little low on that, but I think I have another pound up in my Lane cedar chest. So let's start it on fire. And let's see how this pipe smokes. I didn't load it the way I normally do. Oh, she smokes good. Oh. Mm. Oh. So my buddy Paul DeRacy, he's a newer presenter. He has 81 subscribers. And he does some really good videos. And so you can find him. His name's Paul DeRacy, but you won't find him on YouTube under that. And you'll find him under Searchlightpiper. No spaces, nothing. I'm going to put that actually in the title. Searchlightpiper. Great guy. I've done some work for him on some pipes. He just got him back Saturday and loves them. I had to deghost him. He actually bought this one. It was a Peterson of Dublin, kind of like a fish scale rustification. It's a bowl number 106, and those are great pipes, man. I have two 106s. I've got one that's smooth, and I've got one that has the fish scale on it. And he sent me that pipe, which was badly ghosted. He had bought it for $8. Pipe's worth 10 times that. Bought it for $8 at some little store. And the stem was all oxidized. It needed polished up. It needed reamed out. It needed the whole Gilson rehab treatment. And I don't charge much for that. I mean, you send me, let's say you send me 5 pipes, all right? The first one's $20. And what I do is I ream it out, clean all the internals out, de-ghost it, polish it up. If the stem's all, even if it has some teeth chatter, I can get that out. If it's all oxidized, I can get all that out. And so I sent this pipe back to him looking like a brand new pipe. So I only charge $20 for the first pipe and $10 for every pipe after that. So you could send me 5 pipes. You're only looking at $60 for me to go through everything, clean it all up as brand new as I could make it, de-ghost it. And then I pay the shipping back. I've done a lot of those. Man, his pipes, he sent me 2 of them. And the Peterson, man, that was so ghosted. I let those sit in a salt and special salt, not regular. Don't use table salt. You'll blow your pipe up. Just trust me. You got to use Morton coarse kosher salt. Say that 10 times. And I use Everclear, which is 95% pure grain alcohol bought at a liquor store, so it's food grade, not isopropyl alcohol. When I de-ghosted that Peterson for him, it was black. It brought all kinds of stuff up out of the briar. And a lot of times, too, when you de-ghost it, it loosens everything up that's inside the shank of the pipe. So I got this little tool that I go in and I gently scrape it out, and it comes out and it looks like black tarish grease. Now you have to get out too. You got to get all that stuff out of here, everything out of the stem. So that's a lot of work, you know. So I really don't make any money doing that, but, you know, I do it for the people in the YouTube pipe community, whoever really needs it done. I enjoy doing it, and I enjoy getting the text message back or the video. Oh my God, look at these pipes. They look like new. So Paul, he's a great guy. I think he's out of Texas. Shit, I think I had his address around here. Sorry, Paul. I think he's out of Texas. Good, hard-working guy. He does great videos. Now, for a presenter to do a video where you don't feel like you're being talked at, you feel like you're actually there with the guy in the video having a smoke together. And that's hard to do. But he did it. He does it. You really, when you watch this guy, I'm subscribed to him. Cheers. You really feel like he's a good friend and you're sitting in the same room together when you watch one of his videos. He's got a cool ass bar. Should use that for a backdrop more often. I mean, this bar is cool. You'll have to watch, you know, if you watch his latest video, he's got kind of like a yet another box opening, and then he smokes a couple of the pipes that I did. Just a great guy. I've talked to him on the phone a few times and so forth, and just a wonderful guy. So, like I said, he has 81 subscribers. So let's show Paul Geraci a little love, man. Searchlightpiper. Check him out, man. Subscribe to his channel. He doesn't come out with a ton of videos. But check this guy out. Searchlightpiper. No spaces, all right? Go check him out. Subscribe to his channel. Let's get him from 81 to 200 like that. You'll enjoy his videos. Well, like I said, he doesn't do a lot of videos. So it's refreshing when you see one of his videos come up, because you know you're going to get something special. And deep down, you know, he's a good human being. Both him and his wife, they both smoke pipes, and they both pre-ordered a Gilson Canadian style pipe, yeah. And I even told him, I said, I got this little heart stamp. Do you want me to put that one on your wife's pipe? And he's like, yeah. I says, all right, you got it. So the reason why I was up till 3:30, if anybody watched my late night video about this young man coming and buying my truck from Michigan, and then they decided they wanted to take a detour. Well, what ended up really happening after I made that video, the last one at like 12:30, I told him, told the kid, I said, Terry, I'm not going to sleep till I know you're home safe. I just can't sell a truck to a young man, and I worry about him like he's one of my kids. He's a good young man, hard worker. I just couldn't go to sleep knowing that he's out there in the dark somewhere between here and his house in Michigan. Well, what ended up happening, his personal truck that he drove out here to pick up my truck with the plow that he bought and paid for, that truck they drove here broke down. So now they're towing it with my diesel with a plow on it. And he says, the diesel's starting to leak a little oil. Now, I don't know what happened. I mean, with them diesels, man, you drive that far, and then he overheated it once because the plow, and they took, I don't know how long of a detour to go see Lake Ontario. He should have just gone straight home, but I'm like, oh man, how much oil you got? And he says, well, I have what you have. And then he says, I bought 2 gallons, 15 W40, which is what a diesel takes. And so I was like, all right. I said, is it like pissing out or what's going on? He's like, no, just a steady drip, drip, drip. I said, all right, how close to home are you? He's like 120 miles. I said, okay, that's fine. I said, if the oil's all topped off, that's a 12-quart system. When it gets down to the part where it says add engine oil, that means you've burned or you've lost 4 quarts of oil, which is 1 gallon. He says, well, I had to add 2 quarts. I says, all right, then you're going to be fine. And I texted him. I didn't blow his phone up. Obviously, the guy's white knuckling at home, towing his truck that he drove out here with my truck that he bought, which is now sprung a little oil leak. I stayed up till 3:30 in the morning. And he's finally like, I'm only 80 miles from home. He says, I still got all this oil left. He says, yeah, we're going to make it fine. And if I went to bed. A little after 4 o'clock in the morning, I get a text because I made him. I says, you better text me when you get home and let me know you're safe and sound. I care about people I do business with. It's not just, okay, give me your money and, all right, I'm going to have a couple beers. I'm just going to bed. Whatever happens to this kid happen. That's not the way I'm built. I was worried like he was my own son. And so I went to bed and woke up this morning and saw a text around a little after 5, I think it was, and he's like, made it home safe. And I was like, thank God, now you can have a beer. Man, the Sabatini smoke's great. Like I said, it's a Sabatini Extra. Look at the cool freaking smoky stem that it has. Yeah, she's in beautiful shape. Beautiful pipe. It's big, feels good in the hand. That's for sale. I told my buddy Rick out of Lockport, though, I says, I got a few pipes that you've been looking at. You left, I gave him a smoking deal on like 5 pipes. I mean, a smoking deal where I just made just a tiny little bit. I mean, the guy spent, some good money with me and so forth, and we become friends. And so I'm not trying to get rich off of anybody. I took care of him on all the deals that, him and I make. So I promised him I'd send him some pictures with some special prices. So if you want that pipe, let me know. But my buddy Rick out of Lockport, he's got first choice over it. If he decides, hey, sell it, then you guys can have it, and I'll tell you what the price is. Just text me. Or leave a comment. Yeah, that was my lighter. Drop it on the floor. I think I'm going to deghost this one again. Now that I'm getting towards the bottom of the bowl, I am feeling just a tiny bit of bitter flavor, and I'm a freak about pipes when I do them. They got to be right. They got to taste sweet. The ones I did for Paul Geraci, I deghosted them once, and that was enough to get the ghost out, but it was a bad ghost in there. And he actually smokes them on his video that he did on Saturday. And so they smoke like a new pipe. Oh, yeah. Thank God my buddy Terry's home with the truck he bought from me. I can't believe that, he came out here with his truck, bought my truck, and then ended up towing his truck with the truck he bought from me home. I'm just glad it wasn't the other way around, I'd have felt bad, but, I told him, I says, look, it's as is, there's no oil leaks, no leaks of anything. I sent him home, brand new tires on it, fully insured, inspected, my plates on it, which he is going to send back. Oh, man. This is good, but I can tell this pipe, some of the bigger bowls, you got to deghost them twice. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to let that baby cool down. I'm going to scrape her out lightly again, and then she's going to get a second deghosting. Yeah. Well, anyways, happy Memorial Day, everybody. Make sure you check out, just go subscribe to the guy. You're going to love this guy. Just go find him, Searchlightpiper, and just hit subscribe. And then hit the reminder, the bell button. Let's give him a little YouTube pipe community love, man. You know, these new presenters, for a lot of them, it takes a lot of balls to get up there in front of a camera and do a video that, you know, thousands of people are potentially going to see all over the world. And just think that what you're doing, is it going to be good enough? I mean, are people going to like me? After a while of doing videos, I've done, we're edging, I think, close to 2,000 videos. But I don't worry about it, you know, no more. I pretty much just say what's on my mind. And I've actually, if nobody's noticed, I have toned it down quite a bit from the way I used to be. I don't know, maybe the Lord's changed something in me. Could be. I just kind of want to represent myself in a better way. I'm still not afraid to say the word fuck. All right. But, you know. Anyways, hope you all have a great Labor Day. And we'll see you next time. Paul the Pipe Guy, over and out. And happy pipe smoking, pipe smokers. Yeah.